Hi everyone, welcome along. I'm Bree. Today we're going to be having a look at this coffee table. It's seen better days, as you can see. It's a little bit outmoded, a little bit ugly. We're going to give it a makeover, make it beautiful and functional and something that somebody would want in their lounge room or on their patio. If they want it on their patio, that's cool too. So let's get on with it. So you can see it's got a few dings. I picked it up free off of Facebook Marketplace. We can, it's just really old and grubby and broken, so it's going to feel nice to fix it. Just going to use a solution of sugar soap and water. Just give it all a wipe down, and then wipe it back down with cold water, and then let her dry, because here in Queensland it is warm enough that everything will dry in 5 seconds flat. It always surprises me how disgusting some of these pieces of furniture are. It's you don't see it, but once you start cleaning them, you just go, oh dear God, that's hideous. I had to remove the little plugs covering up the screws that were holding it all together, although in hindsight I didn't really need to pull it all apart. Taking out the screws was a bit of a challenge. Some of them were nice and easy, like this one, that was great. Some of them not so much. This one wouldn't move with the machine at all. So, as you can see, I ended up getting the right tool for the job. The manual screwdriver worked a whole lot better. Things shifted nicely, and then at the end I could just slowly dig it out with the actual electric screwdriver, because the more that I don't have to do, the better. It was then that I decided that I needed to change it up a bit. It wants to be that kind of Hamptons style. So this was me working out how to put it together. We had to lift it a little bit because it wasn't nice and square, and to keep those bits and pieces together I had to clamp them all kinds of ways, backwards and forwards and upside down and inside out, and even then it didn't work particularly well, so I ended up using a lot of filler on them. As you can see here, you can see there's a lot down there in the bottom left hand corner. Screwing the thing back together was a bit of a challenge, I have to admit. Some of them didn't want to go together very nicely at all, but it all came together eventually, as you can see. Then we went on to the painting. Started off using this easy coat, and it went on nicely enough, but the red timber came through really quickly, so I had to make a quick flick to Bunnings, which is in Australia. Bunnings is our big hardware store, and pick up some blocker, which I also used over the whole thing. So it got a layer of undercoat, then a layer of blocker, then I think it got another layer of undercoat. So by the end it was well and truly painted. While that was drying, I went ahead and did the tabletop. I took the edges off it, squared it all up. This is my dad's old circular saw, and it is so heavy, it's so unwieldy, and as you can see I'm using it backwards. I should have done that the other way around so that the actual panel was on the tabletop instead of hanging off. So I've done it right on this one. So yeah, one of my first purchases will be a replacement one of those because Dad's is just too damn heavy. Okay, so after that I went ahead and put the new edging on. Had to fill in a corner there, but the new edging I had to do it all by hand with hammer and nail because I don't have any fancy electric hammers or electric brad nailers, so yeah, we did it the old-fashioned way. And this is how it's looking now that we've put it all back together. So it's time now to move on to painting it. We started off with that blocker. That was the bullseye 1, 2, 3. I didn't quite have enough, but it covered enough of it that the red didn't come back through, so that was good enough for me. This is Push. Quality controlling again. She takes her job very seriously. Actually, I think that perhaps I might have painted a strand of her fur into the tabletop, but if you don't tell anybody, I won't either. Thanks. Okay, good. Even after I'd painted, there was still some cracks and splits and things, so I went back and filled in what I could, and then it got a sand, shifted into the garage here because the weather was so wet and humid here. I had to bring it inside, otherwise it would still be sitting out on the patio waiting to be painted. Public service announcement: don't let your cat near your furniture when the varnish is drying, or else you'll get this. See that? Cat hair, cat prints. Gonna have to sand that all back. Actually, they go all the way along here. You have to sand that all back and do it again once it dries. Yay, cats. So just a quick reminder of what we had before the big reveal. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, then feel free to subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell, Give me a dirty big thumbs up because this is my first video ever, and I really hope you enjoyed it.